my filthy little sinners, and welcome back to Verne, The Shape of Fantasy. And we're picking up right where we left off last week with this island.
The attack! The monster! That sea beast came out from beneath and rammed the Annabelle Lee, ripping apart the hull like a rotten fruit. Why is it so hard to recall?
So we are inside of a memory recalling device right now, and we're getting some backstory as to how how Verne,
There's
the main
no
character,
sign of life. Maybe I will find someone inland.
Talk, Verne.
I need food.
How Verne came to be on the Nautilus. What's this?
A petroglyph. It's ancient. It must mean something. An old letter. Seems to be written by an outcast. It must be important.
September 19th, night and day I could think of nothing but how I might destroy some of the monsters in their cruel, bloody entertainment, and if possible save the victim they should bring hither to destroy. And what could one man do among them when perhaps there might be 20 or 30 of them together, with their darts or their bows and arrows with which they could shoot as true as a mark as I could with my gun. Okay, we're gonna climb up.
I need something to
Berries?
clear up this thicket.
No, not berries.
This place is a paradise, but not a soul around. I hope this island will not become my grave.
Looks like somebody's around. There's a fucking elevator.
There's something written on it. In this place, I arrived on September the 30th of... I cannot read the year.
Any coconut?
Another petroglyph. The symbols are different. A lift. A former inhabitant made it. I hope that if he is still around, he will be friendly. However, it's been a long time since this was built. It might work. If only I could find a tackle.
A tackle? I didn't go to Boy Scouts. I don't know how to tie knot.
Yes.
There we go. Oh, he looks so happy.
I need a tackle to make it work.
The fuck is a tackle?
I need to break the lock. There's a series of marks. It could be a calendar. If we take each of the small ones for a week and the big ones for months, mon Dieu, it's a whole life.
Mon Dieu. November 27th. I was so much amazed with the thing itself, having never felt the like, nor discoursed with anyone that had. That I was like one dead or stupefied, and the motion of the earth made my stomach sick. Now I have the song Stupefy from Disturbed stuck in my head, so thank you for that person that is writing this letter. Like one that was tossed at sea, but the noise of the falling of rock awakened me as it were, and rousing me from the stupefied condition I was in, filled me with horror. And I thought of nothing then but the hill falling upon my tent and all of my household good, and burying it all at once. And this sunk my very soul within me a second time. After the third shock was over, and I felt no more for some time, I began to take courage, and yet I had not heart enough to go over my wall again, for fear of being buried alive, but sat still upon the ground, greatly cast down and disconsolate, not knowing what to do.
I need to break the lock.
Oh, it's a hand crank. It would have been really funny if that rock would have like hit my head on the way up. Oh.
I must find a shelter first.
Oh,
I'm safe, not in bad shape. It could be a good shelter until somebody rescues me. These trees have fruits. And back there's a stream of water. Now I need to rest. Tomorrow, with a clearer head, I will find how to fix it. I spent 2 days completely alone. Despite that, the island was familiarly comfortable. It was a beautiful place. All my life, I dreamed about freedom and exploring the world. Maybe that was the way destiny had to give me the chance to fulfill my desire for adventure. What the hell?
Oh.
I wasn't wrong.
Oh, the moon has
I
a face
must find
in it.
out what that light was.
I don't like that. Giving me Majora's Mask vibes.
I need to break the rope. The island has changed. What happened?
Well,
But what An elephant and a balloon? What's going on here? Feel familiar. Maybe a dream.
On January 31st, 1863, Jules Verne saw his first novel published, 5 Weeks in a Balloon. The story described a thrilling journey through the unexplored territories of Africa, led by the eccentric Dr. Samuel Ferguson, his faithful lackey, Joe, and professional hunter Dick Kennedy. In order to find the source of the Nile, these aeronauts decided to cross the continent traveling in a balloon named Victoria in honor of the Queen of England, whose innovative use of hydrogen allows it to make a long journey. The novel immediately became a great public and critical success. In part, this was due to the enormous interest for the African continent of the audience of the time, but also because of the mixture of imaginary travel and solid, for the time, scientific information. One of the most famous passages in the novel describes how an elephant tows the balloon to cross the mountain range known as the Mountains of the Moon. Thanks to this first success, Verne gained the financial security that would allow him to fulfill his dream of becoming a writer. He signed a contract with Pierre Jules Hetzel's publishing house, which was to publish the rest of his works for the next 40 years. It is worth noting as a curiosity that Verne had never ridden in a balloon when he wrote the book and would not do so until years later.
Edgar Allan Poe, Alexandre Dumas, Victor Hugo. Never heard these names before.
What do you mean
How
you never
strange.
heard those names before?
They don't look like they have been dragged here by the sea.
You
Where do they
literally
come from?
showed up on a vessel called the Annabel Lee that's based off of an Edgar Allan Poe prose.
What's going on here? Compagnie Parisienne de l'Électricité? That can't be. How does a streetlight get here? And this writing desk? Again, it's weirdly familiar.
Never heard of Edgar Allan Poe, says the man riding in a ship called the Annabel
That must be
Lee.
the light I saw. Wait a moment. There's something on the ground.
A machete.
The stick has a weird shape, almost like a key.
Strange key.
What's this? A door. That wasn't here before. It's jammed. To activate the mechanism, I need the missing blocks. Could the petroglyphs be the answer? I need something that can help me. It doesn't work.
Ooh, okay, so I got the petroglyph off of that one.
It's destroyed.
God, this game is so nostalgic. It makes me think of, like, you know, all of the side-scrolling RPG, like, action-adventure, like, not action-adventure, adventure, like, side-scrollers that I used to play as a kid. They used to be my shit, my jam. The cat's pajamas. What's over here? Ooh. I'm assuming that... Oh, they move at the same time. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure this out later. I don't think I'm supposed to be doing it right now. I need to go get those pictoglyphs. I thought there was one up here. I guess not. So I guess I do need to go down that ladder and figure out this puzzle. I am not exactly sure of how I'm supposed to do the things that I am to do today. Okay, I think I did it. Yeah, I did it. I
need something
Yay.
more to fix this footbridge.
Okay, I need to fix the footbridge. Never mind, I didn't do it. Ooh, tools. Hey, I need one more.
It's destroyed. That's not useful now.
Aren't I gonna need, like, wood or something to fix the thing? Or do I just need the tools? Nope, just need the tools, apparently.
Now I have all the blocks for the door.
Time to open the abandoned bunker. Or maybe it's not abandoned. Yes. There we go. God, he looks so
Somebody
cute whenever
wants
he's
me inside
excited. He's
there.
like,
What if it's a trap? Should I take the chance? However, I could probably find inside an explanation for what's going on. And of course, it's a much more solid shelter than a wood cabin.
it is creepy down here.
Holy Antikythera mechanism! What's this place? This hasn't been built by some castaway.
Oh,
I'm trapped. I hope there's another way out.
I'm surprised he didn't say merde.
Mon Dieu! What's going on this island? The Life and Incredible Adventures of Robinson Crusoe by Daniel Defoe. Wait a moment. I remember that. I've read this book a dozen times. My God. The letters, the cabin. These are elements of that same story. Am I hallucinating?
Oh, somebody probably used the iMag. Robinson Crusoe, written by Daniel Defoe, was published in April 25th, 1719, and is considered the first English novel. Defoe wrote Robinson Crusoe in approximately 6 months when he was over 50 years old, and it was a phenomenon, becoming one of the books with most editions, translations, and knockoffs in history. Robinson Crusoe was passed off as a chronicle of real events. The stories of shipwrecked sailors were very popular in that time, and there were several names that could have served as inspiration for Defoe, among which stands out is the buccaneer Alexander Selkirk, who in 1704 preferred to stay on the uninhabited island of Massa Terra in the South Pacific rather than continue aboard the Cinque Port, which he considered too damaged to continue sailing. After 4 years and 4 months of solitude, he was rescued safe and sound by Duke, another privateer ship. Upon his return to London, his story of survival made him a celebrity. In 1966, the island was renamed Robinson Crusoe's Island. Jules Verne was a great admirer of Defoe's Robinson, something that is evident in many of his works, such as The Mysterious Island, 1874. Although in this case, what leads the protagonist to the island of the title is not a shipwreck at sea, but the fall of a hot air balloon. In 1882, he published A School for Robinsons, in which he shipwrecked his characters on another island where they had to survive all kinds of dangers, such as inclement weather, tribes of cannibals, and even wild animals. With the only help of I don't know if that's an okay word, a native and their own hand. By the way, the full title of the work was The Life and Strange Surprising Adventures of Robinson Crusoe of York, Maryland, who lived 8 and 20 years all alone in an uninhabited island on the coast of America, near the mouth of the great river of Orinoco, having been cast on shore by shipwreck wherein all the men perished but himself, with an account of how he was at last strangely delivered by pirates, written by himself.
Wait a moment. There's a note here. What mystery is this? All the books have my name on them.
Oh.
But they're all blank. No titles.
From the Earth to the Moon, Around the World in 80 Days, The Green Ray, and the Golden Volcano. From the Earth to the Moon, Around the World in 80 Days, The Green Ray, The Golden Volcano. Yes. There we go.
It's ancient Greek. The gift of Placeia will help you to change pieces of the world, only if your imagination is as brilliant as her flame. What's this? It must be hundreds of years old. What?
Oh.
Good heavens! But what in the name of... But here again? What's going on? Did this artifact do it? What is this?
Find a way out of the cave. We know how to use this already. He may not, but we do.
Wait a moment. The description. The gift of Placeia will help you to change pieces of the world. Maybe I could fix them with this devilish artifact.
Devilish?
Time has changed. What happened? Fortunately, stones resisted and kept withstanding. Fortunately, stones resisted and kept withstanding.
Okay, I made it out.
This is a nightmare! I must run away from this island. Maybe I could fix the boat with this devilish artifact. I'd rather face the dangers at sea than stay trapped in this madness. What the hell is going on?
Oh. Sandstorm?
Hours later, While I was drifting away, my head still boiled with questions. I could never imagine that my salvation would come in the form of the monster that destroyed my own ship. Scared to death, I discovered a new truth. It was a monster, yes, but made of steel.
Oh, it was the Nautilus. Now we're in chapter
I could never
3.
imagine that my salvation would come in the form of the monster that destroyed my own...
What a tale! If I hadn't seen the iMag working with my own eyes, I would truly believe that you, as we doctors say, were as mad as a March hare.
Does something of this make any sense to you?
Not at all. But it's not me who has to find it. However, it's obvious that everything, your hallucinations, your amnesia, the books, even the island, draws lines that link your mind with the iMag.
Any clue of how we can fix that?
Have you considered that your status inside the Nautilus could be the reason for your, let's say, disconnection? It must be hard for you to live together with the ones responsible for the attack that sank your ship.
Months ago, I would have told you yes, and that I hated them for it. But I understood that war is war, and I must recognize, much to my regret, that the captain has opened for me the doors of an incredible world that without the Nautilus and his technology, I could never dream of reaching. Am I a prisoner? Well, there are much worse prisons out there.
We're all trapped inside the Nautilus one way or another, my friend. A similar dilemma afflicts myself since I began to be part of this crew. I consecrated my career to save lives, and now I'm a piece of a ruthless war machine. On the other hand, my cholera research is only possible thanks to Nemo's technology.
He's an extraordinary man, but fearful. His current condition is unsettling.
History will judge him as it will do with us. And whoever writes it will park us in the place he believes we deserve. Go to your quarters and get some sleep. Doctor's orders.
I would love to, good chap, but we've run out of time for the day. So I am going to leave. How do I leave? I don't remember how to leave. There we go. Exit the main menu. Thank you. Thank you everyone for watching, and if you would, please leave a like and a comment in the comment section below to let me know that you enjoyed the video, and let me know if you want to see more of Verne the Shape of Fantasy. I think it's very interesting so far, and like I've said 1,000 times, it is very nostalgic to, like, side-scrolling adventure titles that I used to play as a kid that I don't remember because I played them all in the service game tab. And my husband is laughing in the background, and you guys can hear that. He's playing Baldur's Gate with his brother, which is something I'm about to do, is play Baldur's Gate, but not with his brother. I'm gonna play it by myself. We're starting the Evil Run today, which you may or may not have already seen, depending on where you are in time and space. Okay, bye. Bye-bye. Love you. Mwah. 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 That's for anyone named Verne out there. That's a weird name, and I doubt it's any of you. Goodbye.